Hello.
We're ready whenever you are.
Yeah, great.
Let's listen.
Quissly's search has helped the largest Georgian marketplace increase their search-to-purchase conversion by 50% when we first launched in May. We help online customers, online stores who have thousands of products on their websites and daily visitors in tens of thousands, and 69% of those online shoppers go straight to the search bar. But 76% of them cannot find what they're looking for. Why? When ChatGPT launched, it fundamentally changed how people search. They no longer use keywords like shoes. They type phrases like shoes to wear with red dress. They ask questions, they compare products. They expect a conversation, not filters, not guesswork. But most search tools were designed for keywords. And when search fails, so do sales. That's why we built Quissly, an AI-native product discovery engine that understands users' intent and matches it perfectly to the store's products. We have search, where users use natural language to find anything they want, and chat, where they can have engaging conversations and get on-demand help. We are powering over 1 million users across 7 customers, and our early revenue growth is promising and puts us on the target to reach 25K MRR by the end of the year. Our recently launched Shopify app gives 5 million stores access to Quissly with just one-click integration. Our subscription-based model is fairly standard for the industry, but our CAC and LTV are based on the industry benchmark since we don't have enough numbers yet. Unlike our competitors, we focus on visual industries like fashion, furniture. We've trained our own multimodal neural network models, and we deliver product discovery solution in natural language to the users. Our team has previously built enterprise-grade AI models to manage over 6 billion worth of assets. We built AI products to serve more than 2 million customers. We just secured 100K investment from 500 Global and are now asking for GITA grant as we prepare for the next price round of 1.2 million. The global e-commerce market is already generating over 4 trillion in revenue. Even big players like Amazon, Google saw this shift and they introduced conversational shopping tools. We built the same for every other e-commerce brand. The way people shop is changing, and we are leading this change. Thank you.
So the customer is a Shopify merchant?
Sorry?
The customer is a Shopify merchant?
Not only. Any online store who has enough products.
Any online store?
Yeah, Shopify is just a sales channel for us to shorten the sales cycle and integration process.
Who's the ideal client?
The customer that has thousands of products so that their users get lost.
Yep.
Their users get lost with simple searches,
right.
and they have to browse through a lot of pages.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it. So the user experience is that I go to that merchant's website, and then your product will help me more quickly and easily find what I'm looking for?
Correct. So our search technology, the users do not notice that. They just type something in the search bar, and then it's our search engine that runs behind it.
So the user thinks it's any old search.
Yeah, they don't know, unless the merchant advertises that they can do smart stuff. And then we have an agent-based delivery as well, because that's just the new reality. That's how people want to interact.
Basically, what we're offering is it's an improved experience for the shopper, for the consumer.
Product discovery.
Right, product discovery. Improved experience for the shopper, and that yields higher revenue for the merchant.
Higher
That's the
conversions and
essential proposition. Yeah.
Correct.
But do you have that data?
So we just launched in May. So the largest customer, which was on my first slide, is Extra G in Georgia, and they saw 50% increase from search to purchase. So from those people who come to their website and they use search, 50% more converted into actual buyers.
50% lift. You're saying
50% lift
for this one, but you said you have 7 merchants. Is that true?
Correct. So we have contracts with 7 merchants, including 2 international ones, 5 local. But only 3 of them are launched. The rest are in integration process.
Okay.
Until we start selling to Shopify merchants, it takes several weeks for the integration process. So after the deal is closed, it takes some time to get it launched. So it took 3 months for us for the first customer. It takes about 5 weeks now.
Okay. So there is an
and
onboarding.
who pays that cost?
So right now we don't charge the setup cost just because.
So you do, right?
But we
Yeah.
will, for sure.
And I assume there are ways in which you can speed that up eventually.
We have to. So one of the ways we'll do that is the Shopify, because it's just one-click integration for Shopify merchants. For direct integrations, we are optimizing several things, but it's a little early for us to optimize everything, so we cannot automate everything at the same time, but we reduced it to like 4 to 5 weeks from 3 months after the first learning.
So in the user case example where the person said, what shoes go with this dress?
Correct.
Can that dress be something that comes from any site? And the
So,
shoes from any site?
So yes, they can upload an image of a dress and get recommendation for the shoes that they
So the
can wear
dress
with
they
a
already
specific.
own, they can take a
They
picture.
already own or plan to purchase. Yeah. Maybe they'll find the dress on that specific website and then find the shoes with, that goes well with that dress.
Yeah, I
So-
was wondering if it was something the person already had, and now they're looking for shoes.
Yes.
Can they take a picture?
They can.
Here I
Good
am in
question.
this dress, what shoes would go? And you
Okay.
can also scan
Right.
that.
They can.
But there are other guys out there that are doing what I think
Yeah.
you were thinking, which is I go on a site and I say I need shoes and I need a dress, and they cover a larger number of merchants, right? So who is your competition?
Yeah.
So our competition, so the biggest player in the market is Algolia. But there are
Algolia, they're huge. Like
Algolia.
search.
That's
So
They're big.
Okay.
our technology, our value add is the search engine itself, not this agentic delivery. I mean, agentic AI, LLMs is just going to be commodity very soon if it's not already a commodity.
Right. Right. That's an interface.
We were just
Yeah,
talking about
it's
it.
just the interface. But what we are building ourselves is the search engine itself. So, for example, for the fashion industry, what we've done is we've trained our neural network model, so ML models, on pairs. So we know what kind of shoes and dress go well together because we've used the outfits that designers wear and the images on the Pinterest, and we've trained our models so that we know which kind of shoes goes well with what kind of dress.
Okay. Which is also somewhat of an opinion rather than a fact, right?
Sure.
Everything's opinion.
I mean, but right now, okay, so you're trying to train that model.
Correct.
You know, so that's part of what you're working on.
Yes.
And meanwhile, you've built the infrastructure search engine.
Correct.
Right? And back to the onboarding. So you're onboarding, again, all these guys have, adult level ERP systems, right? So you don't have a problem in terms of APIs plugging into their.
No, we don't.
But now the metrics or the spec sheets, the specs on every item.
Correct.
May or may not be sufficient for you to, make the ML fashion adjustment, right? Or recommendation.
So our model is multimodal, which means we will use the textual information, so
including
the attributes
the image itself,
as well as images themselves.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's where you are. Okay. But now, again, I'm not sure. I mean, I know I've heard of these guys, the Algolia guys, but there are a bunch of guys that are of people who are of companies, startups, that are doing, that have been trying to figure out how you can do smart search for fashion.
But hang on, Bill, sorry to interrupt you, but remember, our customer is the merchant.
Right.
Right? We don't want anybody ever leaving the merchant site.
Right.
You're talking about a different model where you're matching up across several different.
There are two models, right?
But that's not the model he's in.
Well, one of the two is his model, right? It's smart search within an e-commerce site, and then there's smart search globally.
Right.
Yeah.
And so,
but he's not in.
If I'm going, if I'm going to Amazon to find stuff is different than going to a specific, e-com fashion site, right?
Correct. So
Okay.
Even Google, like you can, if you saw in May, they demoed the fashion agentic commerce, right?
Right.
So, or even like before LLMs, you could search, let's say, a dress, and you would see a lot of results in the Google search.
Yes.
But those are just whatever crawlers could find whenever those were crawling the
And also the
websites. But
also
we
the
have livestock, and everything is
Yeah.
up to date. Livestock.
But also in that use case,
Campaigns.
the benefit accrues to the consumer.
Correct,
Yeah.
not the merchant.
Not the merchant. We don't want that to happen. Our customer is the merchant.
Right.
Right? We don't want to be crawling other merchants' websites.
No.
We don't want to be suggesting anything
So
else.
Google is not our competitor. Google, OpenAI, they're not our
Yeah,
competitor.
that's right. It's not. It's a whole different model. Okay, and one more quick
Understood.
question.
But you're saying nobody else? No, that's not true. We know there are guys that are selling to e-commerce sites.
Correct. There is plenty
They're
of,
recommendation engines and search engines and whatever. Okay.
a lot of them.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And so any big international e-commerce site is getting banged on all the time by software guys we've got a better recommendation engine for your website. That's where
Correct.
I'm going, right?
Correct, yeah.
And then who are they?
So besides Algolia, build your own Elasticsearch. There's Miley Search, there's Voyado.
Right.
There are
There
a
are a
bunch
lot
of
these guys.
Yes.
Okay.
And what we are doing is we're not just a horizontal search engine.
Yeah.
But we are specializing on visual industry so that we can understand data, information from both image data and the textual data.
Okay.
And we are partnering with Beyond Form, which is a fashion tech platform, global fashion tech platform. They have a network of retailers, so we're connected to a lot of them. One of them is H&M Group Ventures, which we are talking to right now, fingers crossed.
right.
So
Yeah.
they're going to help us launch within their ecosystem so that we can improve and specialize the engine for the specific industry.
Okay.
So
God bless. I mean, they're going to put you into pilot hell.
Yeah.
So we've had guys
Yeah.
with H&M, right?
That's accurate.
So hopefully,
Pilot hell. Right,
it's
that's
better.
accurate.
It's better than not, right?
That's accurate.
So okay,
One last quick question.
Yeah.
So it's a flat subscription of $600 a month?
No, that's the lowest tier.
That's-
Okay.
Right now, our average subscription is $1,800
Okay.
that we hit, but that's not the only model that we've considered.
Okay.
We are
But-
playing.
Okay,
yeah.
so help me understand how the hell we get to a lifetime value of
Yeah, so it's based on the
$113,000.
standard average SaaS lifetime is 18 months, but
Okay.
for providers that provide the very essential software like search engine,
Yeah.
it's higher, it's 2 to 2.5 years. So we took 2-year lifetime with 10,000 a month subscription. So
Okay, that seems awfully
because you
optimistic. but okay.
like the unit economics, right? So that's our plan. So we plan to hit 10K average monthly subscription, and that gives us 240 lifetime value. I think the customer acquisition cost is more to be questioned than the lifetime value.
I think probably both, but okay. At least I understand the rationale behind
I do.
it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so